Once you have created the ISA structure for your project, it's now time to associate data files to it. The data files can be the input materials you prepared or the output that you achieved as a result of the experimental analysis. In this video clip, we will learn to register data files to the IBISBAHub and associate them to their respective projects as well as the assays. Let us log into the IBISBAHub and get started. To begin with, click on the Create button from the top navigation bar, and from the drop-down menu, select Data File, and this will open a new page. On this page, you will be asked to upload a data file. You can register a data file by either directly uploading a file or registering a URL to either another page or a remote file. Here I am uploading a file directly from my computer. Once the file is uploaded, we will add a short title to it. You may also want to add a small description which describes what the data file actually is about. Next, you can associate this data file to a project, which in my case is muconic acid development from yeast. We also have the additional option of attaching tags to the data file, which help describe your data file. Now we can press Next. On this page, we will choose the licensing options followed by the access right options. You can choose the license which suits your data best from the options available in the drop-down menu. For now, I'm using no license. Next, in the sharing options, you can decide what kind of access you want to give to the public and what kind of access rights you want to give to other members of the project. You can choose to keep your data file completely private from the public or from other other members of the group, or you can choose to give them complete access depending on whatever you want. And then we will press Next. On this page, we will associate the data file to an assay from the ISA structure that we have created. This way, we can document which experimental assay this data file is associated to. In my case, I will be associating the data file to prepare genetic material for transformation. You can also associate your data file to an existing assay, an experimental assay, or a modeling analysis that is present in this drop-down menu. Now we can press Next. On this page, you can associate additional items to your data file. You can add attributions, which means that you can link your data file to other data files present on the hub or belonging to other projects. You can associate your data file to publications or any other events that it is related to. Once you hit the Create button, you will be shown the sharing settings, which tells you which people you have given the rights to view or download or manage this file. You can see the data file has now been uploaded and it is associated to the assay Prepare Genetic Material for Transformation. You can now explore this data file using the Explore button. Because this is an Excel file, there are a lot of other options for you to use. For example, you can add annotations to the data file. You can choose some cells and add annotations to it. For example, you want to add an annotation and all these cells are now associated to your name with the annotation My Plasmid. You can also export this data by selecting the cells that you want. If you have some numbers on this data file, you also have the option of plotting this data. You can also, from the Actions menu, you can choose to manage the data file or edit the data file. For example, if you want to change the title, or you want to change the licensing options, or you want to change the assay to which it belongs, and update it. You can also have the option of uploading a new version of your data file as your experiment proceeds along. In addition to uploading the data files in a similar manner, you can upload other assets like a protocol, workflow, publication, or document on the IBISBAHub, and all of this can be associated to your project. You have now successfully learned to upload data files to the IBISBAHub, associate them to the projects, and associate them to your assays.